Member time.
Please note, if you are triggered by discussions around inappropriate conduct of adults around minors, that are adult in nature, please skip this video.
Hello, it's Ruth.
And Karen.
And welcome to the channel.
And today we're looking a little serious because we're here to take care of business. We are, of course, referring to Alexandra Rodriguez and her latest offering on the YouTube streets, which was a Q&A of sorts.
It was a sugar-coated version of life through the eyes of Alexandra Rodriguez.
Yes, and the first bit really, and she put this at the beginning of the video on purpose, so that by the end of the video we'd all have forgotten this little section, but we don't forget Alexandra, and we wonder really why you keep bringing all this stuff up and opening it up for debate once again. One would think you'd like to leave this part of your story behind, quite honestly.
One would have thought, and in any other person they would, but we're talking about Alexandra Rodriguez.
Do you ever think you'll share Anderson's face? So many influencers do.
You're not an influencer, Alexandra.
Just saying.
Absolutely not. That is something I am extremely firm on. And it honestly breaks my heart. I would love nothing more than to show his face because he's the actual cutest kid in the world. And yes, I'm a little biased. But it's so crazy. When I started doing YouTube long ago, and I think when the internet started like being more popular, I don't think any of us saw it coming, how far things were gonna go. AI.
It's not really AI you have to worry about, Alexandra, nor the rest of us, quite honestly. It's the people that operate in the dark corners of the internet, and sometimes not the dark corner, sometimes openly. Ruth, would you kindly please read the words on the screen? This is from a video Alexandra did last year, and Ruth is reading out the subtitles from that video.
As a young teenager, I found out my father had been arrested and sentenced to 8 years in prison for having sex with a 15-year-old. Oh, it was horrifying.
Because yet again, Alexandra is skewing the narrative. Her father was not convicted of having sex with a 15-year-old. He was convicted of 3 counts of felony sexual battery of a minor. Very, very different, without regard to the willingness or consent of the victim. Non-consensual sex.
Sounds a lot like Rain and Petals Eavesdrop.
That's exactly what it was.
Yes.
Exactly what it was. It wasn't this, she kind of tried to make it a bit of a misdemeanor. No, it was a first-degree felony for which she served around 10 years in prison.
And Alexandra and her mother blamed the victim.
Indeed they did. And she wrote to the judge quite a few times trying to help Daddy out of that situation. A pedo, you know what. Lovely.
And a 15-year-old is, in fact, a child.
In the eyes of the law and in the eyes of morality, indeed.
And in the eyes of God.
Yep. And let's just say, so when she started YouTube, which was in 2012, which was 4 years after the date you can see on the screen, she was already fully aware that Daddy had this criminal record and knew that these people existed. Now, people exist outside of the internet. Guess what? They're going to exist on the internet. Now, we're dinosaurs. We were on the internet back in the year 2000 onwards, weren't we?
Yeah.
I think we started chatting on the internet in 2004. So years before this offence, and even back then, there were these types of people to be found on the internet. So to suggest that these people only appeared in 2012 onwards is ridiculous, Alexandra.
It is ridiculous, Alexandra, because I'm a very, very old lady. And my father drummed into me, he was a policeman, by the way, how to defend myself against these predators, because there were quite a lot of them about then.
And even more prolific now with the internet.
Yeah.
Because,
and with people apologising for them.
Well,
and trying to present them as a wronged party who all they did was mistakenly have relations with somebody who was a bit underage. No. Rain and Pedal's eavesdrop of a child. That's what that is.
It really freaks me out, you don't know who's watching your content. You don't know what people's intentions are. And I just want to protect my son at all costs.
Let's say I do gaslight my audience. Who freaking cares? Who cares?
So on the screen, we've got another still from that video she made last year about Daddy. And the subtitle is saying there were photos of him at my wedding back in 2021. So the offence was
2008.
2021, this PDF, this Rain and Petals eavesdrop perpetrator on a minor was attending her wedding where there were other minors present.
Oh, I bet he loved that.
Yeah, and she tries to pass it off as it was just one of those things. It was a bit of a slip. Any which way she can try to excuse what he did, brush it under the rug. That's what she's doing. And she's doing the same thing in this video by suggesting she's keeping her son offline to protect his identity against people like her very own fecking father.
Yeah, in the family.
And here he is, the man himself, Roger Allen Thomas. Take note of that name. You can Google it, you can search it. It's all out there. It's on public record. We are not doxing anybody. It is out there on the internet for all to see. And interestingly, that photograph came from this Facebook page, Collier County Sheriff's Office, where they put that up to warn people in the county that a sexual predator was moving in. And on this post, it gives his full details, full disclosure, full address, full name, etc., etc. Obviously, we're not showing that because that's not really our business. But if any of you are in Florida, take note of this. Check this Facebook page out because there's not just him on it either.
And when was this Facebook page updated, Karen?
May of this year.
May of this year. That'll be 2 months ago.
Yeah.
So currently...
Yes, people are still currently warning the community of his whereabouts.
Because he's a danger.
Because he's a dangerous sexual predator.
Correct.
Like, this is my job. He did not sign up for this. His privacy is for him.
Is that so, Alexandra? So who is this we're looking at on the screen? It wouldn't be your child, would it? Him having his privacy so protected.
Mm-hmm. Not very private here, is it, Karen?
Not a tiny bit private.
In fact, I'd go as far as to say this is perfect fodder for certain types.
Absolutely, because certain individuals who of that persuasion, they're not interested in faces, Alexandra. They're interested in form.
Yeah.
They're interested in age. So the fact you don't show the face of your child means nothing to a PDF because look what's on screen. Your child is clothed like that with people like your father about, and you're trying to tell us you don't know who's about, you don't know what their intentions are. You know fucking full well what his intentions are.
I just wonder what your intentions are. You know.
One could make lots of speculations about that and why you're doing this when you've got that sort of creature in your family.
Apple trees come to mind.
Don't they just? Sit here telling us you're keeping your child private. You're so full of fucking shit, Alexandra. So full of fucking shit. And yes, this kind of subject makes us fucking angry. And no, we probably shouldn't get angry, but we do because we're women and we're human. And this is a babe.
There's one thing though, Alexandra Rodriguez. Everything that's in the dark comes to the light eventually. And by God, you are in for a surprise.
So trust me, I wish I could because he's so cute. But no, I just do not feel safe or comfortable. You just never know who's watching or what their intentions are.
But you do know. You do know because you went to prison for 8 years for it. And you can rationalise whatever you like to yourself. But we see you and you sicken us.
So there you have the very, very ultra famous influencer, Alexandra Rodriguez, influencing her audience, gaslighting her audience to believe she is maintaining the dignity and privacy of a 2-year-old. When, as we've just seen, no, you're not. No, you are not.
And there's a baby girl coming into this mix.
Another one that's going to be thrust into Daddy's capable hands. Because she does still visit Daddy, even though she denies it hotly.
Of course she does.
Every year, if not twice a year, she goes to see Daddy.
Remember that house with all the hidden alcoves?
Oh, I remember.
Hey, what?
The Disney house, wasn't that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. In Florida, where Daddy is.
You see, Alexandra Rodriguez, the general public are not as stupid as your cult followers. That's where you've gone horribly wrong, and that is what will trip you up in the end.
Every time.
Every time.
Every time you put this same shite out and this same narrative out that you're doing all these great things. And in this video, she was trying to convince everybody of what a great mum she was because she'd watched a few fucking TikTok videos.
And she was advising, keep your advice, say no more, go away.
You know, the only thing we want to hear is, my babies will not be near that PDF father ever again. And I'm sorry that I put them in that fucking position, but it won't happen again. End of.
Okay, viewers, Karen has had to leave the room. This sort of thing is horribly difficult to swallow. It leaves a taste in your mouth of filth, because it is filth, and there's no humour to be had. We were going to go on a little bit longer, but enough is enough. We can't do it anymore. Thank you for joining us. Apologies for the uncomfortable nature of this video. We will be back laughing and giggling, probably at some point, but it won't be over this filth. Thank you all. Bye.